Hey everybody, Dan from WatchMojo here. We recently stopped by Bufferfest and we're lucky enough to talk to Casey Neistat. Check it out.
I'm Casey Neistat. I'm a YouTuber, a creator, and I came to Bufferfest because I was finally invited to Bufferfest. But I think that this is probably one of the most meaningful gatherings of YouTube creators that happens anytime throughout the year. So I'm super excited to be here. I think when you're somebody who works in any creative field, so like writer or an artist, a filmmaker, a YouTuber, and you leverage that creativity to make a living, there is this golden rule that I subscribe to, which is whoever I'm working with, whether that's like Nike or Google or Mercedes-Benz or Samsung, I need to make sure that whatever creative project we're doing together benefits them, the brand, as much as it benefits me as someone who likes to make things. So the example I like to point to is like the work that I did with Nike. I got to make videos for Nike that got a bunch of views that highlighted their products in a way that they liked. And I got to make videos that I really wanted to make that my audience loved on YouTube, and it was mutually beneficial. Now, I describe my relationship with Samsung as the same way, and this has been like a really challenging lesson to learn because so much of my early career I spent doing shit that I hated doing, and it wasn't good for me. It was like soul crushing, but it was what the brand wanted. And ultimately, I think nobody wins in that relationship. So when you have the opportunity to embrace that golden rule, I think it is the best opportunity for all parties involved. Talking about creative boundaries, I see the boundaries as things that have already been done, sort of established creativity. You know, a TV show is 22 minutes long and it's a 3-camera shoot. Things that are understood in the creative realm. So I think for me, when I started vlogging and I had to make a movie every single day, I had a format that I thought I had to adhere to, but it got boring. When you're making that much content, it got boring, and that forced me to go beyond those artificial boundaries and find something new. And I think that I've been very lucky that I get to work with brands that have afforded me that same opportunity. I think of my Mercedes-Benz campaign like 5 years ago. There we had so much creative freedom that we had to do things we had never done before. And because we had never done them before, they kind of never really been done before. So those boundaries got pushed back there as well. Expensive toys, expensive cameras are really fun, and they can make your images more beautiful. But ultimately, especially on YouTube, it is the creative behind that people subscribe to. It's somebody's personality. It's how someone expresses their creativity. And the truth is, like, if you're someone who's in a position to upload on YouTube, you're probably somebody who has a smartphone in one of your pockets, and that smartphone most likely has a camera, and all cameras today are good enough. So I think that, like, if you can't find your creative voice using just a good enough camera, you're not gonna have any easier of a time finding your creative voice using a really expensive camera. So I never saw those things as excuses. You know, I shot on DV camera at 480 lines of resolution for the first 8 years of my career. Like, I never saw it as a boundary. These limitations are just realities that have to be confronted to be a creator. 3 things that make me me. You know, I think that's a tough question. I think that this sounds silly, but in the world of vlogging, I use a tripod. I really like locked off shots, and nobody does that, and it makes it feel like a real movie. That's a little production thing. Brutal honesty and transparency. Like, I'd always rather lose half my audience by being myself than keep a whole bunch of people engaged based on some sort of, you know, artificial, fake, hey guys, Casey here. Like, it's just not who I am. I like to be myself, and I have found that the audience responds to that. That's 2 ideas that I made up right now. And number 3, cadence. Like, making more work makes you a better creator because it forces those pistons in your brain that are creativity to fire faster and harder and be more productive. So I do think that quantity matters in this game because it's the only way to get better quickly.
Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.